your team's inability to make threes got you again tonight. And the start of that fourth quarter, they got end of the third, on the fourth, they got a run on you guys. What went on in that little period?
Well, again, when production from our bench has to come in and give us a boost, and for whatever reason they couldn't get started, had to give DeMar and Jonas some kind of blow, and Corey. But again, the three ball hurt us. Knocking down open threes. I thought we did an excellent job of moving the basketball, finding the right person. And again, it's something we've done. I mean, knocked down threes all year, and for whatever reason, it's escaping us right now. But I liked our fight. I love the way our guys competed. There was no back down. Like you said, that stretch right at the beginning of the fourth quarter is what got us.
Arden on the right side.
Dwayne, Arden's Welling, Sportsnet. Did Kyle Lowry come close to playing? What happened before the game?
He went out. He was going to try it. It was bothering him. I mean, he was limping badly, but he just couldn't go. I mean, he wanted to. The doctors, the trainers and Alex and the medical people were just telling him, he shouldn't try to go because he was in so much pain, and he just couldn't go. He wanted to. Steve.
Any other questions? Steve.
Dwane, Steve Simmons, Toronto Sun. You've talked a lot about how the league has changed and how it's now become a three-point shooting game. And in 3 games, you're down 84 points, which is an enormous number. How do you account for that huge discrepancy other than just misses and makes?
Well, again, guys, at one point we were one of the top offensive teams in the league, and depending on the three, knocking down the three. And, now we got to transfer from regular season to playoff basketball. Because, again, they were trapping us. I thought we did a good job. We had only, 6 turnovers. And we had, 87 attempts, which is enough attempts against this team, against their traps. We got to knock them down. And that's, at the end of the day, like I said at the beginning of the year when we were making them, it's a make-or-miss league.
Mike.
Dwayne, Mike Vaughn, USA Today. 134-0 over NBA history. Teams up 3-0. What do you tell your guys just to start the hill up climbing this? What seems like
again, it's about pride. This Sunday's game is about pride. You don't want to get swept, especially in your home building. And I think our guys will come out and compete on Sunday. Again, I know we're going to do better than 2 for 18. From threes, and we'd like to get that three-point number up. But if we can get that number up, same fight defensively, which I thought we did an excellent job of fighting and scratching. But like Steve said, our three ball let us down, and they're going to be there on Sunday, and we got to just knock them down. But again, it's about pride. It's about the fight, the scratch, the want to grind it out. Because the mentality is, you're down 0-3. Just like you said. Things get hard on Sunday. Do you keep fighting? Do you keep scrapping? Do you keep scratching? So we don't have, then you don't have to go back to Cleveland. But our team has played with pride all year long. And, we know who we're playing against. We know what we're up against. But I think we have a lot of pride in our locker room.
Eric on the left side.
Eric Kareem, The Athletic. You mentioned that DeMar, Corey, and Jonas needed that blow at the start of the fourth. Was there any way to ride with DeMar at the beginning of the fourth, or do you just think he needed a minute or two?
He needed a minute. He got, a minute and a half, I think. And, he needed that. And so, and then once he came back in, I thought it told on him because I thought he had some of the same looks once he came back in where he was just drained. We rode him hard tonight. His usage rate, I'm sure, was high. And the way we got him the basketball and what he had to do to score. But I thought he did an excellent job of bouncing back and playing against double teams, reading the situations, passing out. He should have had more than what he had 3 assists if we make some of those shots. And I thought he did an excellent job.
Arden on the right side.
Dwayne, you mentioned needing to be more physical against LeBron, need to make him uncomfortable. I think Norm was on him most of the night. What did you think of the job that he was able to do?
I thought Norm Tuck did an excellent job against him. And I thought also, too, the key of the game was Corey Joseph, him handling the pick and rolls. For the most part, early in the game, when the game was meaningful. I thought we took the three-point ball out, which is what we was trying to do. We was trying to do at that time, and I thought it was due to Corey. I thought he did an excellent job of getting into the basketball. The two men involved in the pick and roll did a good job of handling it, and that was Jonas and Corey most of the night.
Steve, right inside.
Dwane, you asked your guys to show up for 3 quarters. The game is as tight as it can be. What's it like to be sitting there for the last 6 or 7 minutes when you know how well you've competed, you know how well you've played, and you still have no answer?
Well, again, I was, up to that, I was proud. I'm still proud of our guys, the way they scratch and what they stand for. I think we have a lot of fighters in the locker room. They gave everything they had. They have everything they have. But again, at the end of the day, it's a make or miss league, a win or lose league. It close doesn't count. And, we came up short. But I do like them, how they responded. I love the way DeMar DeRozan responded after everybody killed him, and talked about how he couldn't score or all that stuff. But he responded. But now we got to extend it. We got to get our bench involved. We got to get more than, 9 points out of our bench. And, make sure that they come in and sustain and buy some time for our starters, because I thought they did a good job.